Well, hey, welcome to this midweek 12:15 hour. I know last week somehow I tried to get it to go out onto Facebook and it only managed to go to our YouTube channel, and I've caught it later. So that one didn't get into the Facebook video feed posts until later in that afternoon. But again, typically, if it's not there, you can find us on our YouTube channel, which you just got to go to YouTube and just search Morristown Methodist, and you'll see the Methodist Church as you know that logo that's up to me is over here, up right there, and that's our church's logo, and that is our church's feed. Just like our social media, all of it is that logo up there. So again, I apologize that I didn't get to you in the format that some of you are traditionally, typically, used to. So I do greatly apologize for that. But again, we gather, and I gather with you each week just to share and to connect and to walk with you as we walk through 365 essential questions. The Bible, it ain't mine, but it's there to utilize as a tool, as a resource. But I want to still continue to invite you, your friends, your neighbor, your loved one to find a Bible-believing church. And if it isn't Morristown Methodist Church, which we meet every Sunday at 9:30 for coffee and donuts and at 10:30 for worship, and it's a great opportunity. But if you can't, if we aren't the place, I pray that you find that place within the community you serve and live in, and find that place that you value, that home for you. And so again, I just love to connect with you all as we gather. And so it's been a great start to the week. Yes, this week we've had some weather still come at us, but again, we are in that season of time. And so today, your time, the 12:15 time, or when you are to listen to this, our devotion today is get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Jeremiah 44:8 says, "Why provoke my anger by burning incense to the idols you have made here in Egypt?" Again, God called out his people on their persistent idolatry. He's calling them out. They knew their history of the stubbornness and infidelity. Knew that it just flat out made God mad. They knew it. They knew it made God mad. He wasn't just randomly angry either. He wasn't just randomly at all. It was their idols making an incense burning that blazed in his eyes and burned his nostrils. Disobeying God, whether it's intentionally or carelessly, is like playing with a spiritual dynamite. Ooh, I like that. When we are disobeying God, whether it is intentionally or careless, it's like burning with spiritual dynamite. It's a faith killer, as well as a reputation crusher. Ooh, a faith killer and a reputation crusher. From our perspective, we shake our heads and think, really? Really? This again? Are you sure? Really? But here's the thing. Sin shortens your memory. Ooh, sin. It shortens your memory as surely as if it flexed on you, or should I say, flicked a switch in you that shut off your brain's frontal cortex. And with it, your ability to learn from your experiences. Your ability to learn from your experiences. And many of you have probably heard how teenagers, because we all been there, so you can't say you don't know it. But as we think of it now, as we go wiser in our life, or we try to become wiser and share, we experience some of these things that we hear, that problems that our teenagers make. Those amazing decisions, in part because their brains haven't finished maturing yet. But getting off of God's path is a surefire. It's a surefire way. It's a way to stay spiritually arrested adolescent. A spiritual arrested adolescent. It's tongue twister there, but spiritually arrested adolescent. You're unwittingly getting in your own way because you won't let God have his way. You won't let God have his way. So if you consider just how counterculture it is to follow Jesus, you're not swayed by shifting trends, but anchored to God's unchanging nature and word. You lead by serving rather than dominating. You rely on the Holy Spirit. Yeah, the Holy Spirit, right? Guidance rather than your own understanding. And a spiritual maturity Christian learns a single key lesson from mistakes. So if we truly are trying to strive to be mature in our Christ walk, in our faith journey, we have to understand that Christ is our example in everything we do that has lasting value. Christ is key. The cross of salvation is key. We cannot do it on our own. Get out of your way. So when the Holy Spirit's prompting you, allow the Holy Spirit to prompt you. But get out of the way of your own desires. Get out of the way of your teenage maturity and strive to be in your mature Christian learning. Because if we learn that key lesson there from mistakes, we understand that Christ is our example in everything we do and has lasting value. Again, hey, I'd love to see you, your friend, your neighbor, your loved one here at Morristown Methodist Church at 9:30 for coffee and donuts, 10:30 for worship, or find a church within your community. And hey, if you can't make it to church, I know that you go online, you search Morristown Methodist Church, 10:30 a.m., you're going to get the service. Or you go to any church within Shelby County, Rush, Hancock, and Marion. I mean, where you live, you will find a church that you can listen to. And we'd love for you to connect and build the bridges and walk in a newness in life. And hey, like I said today, get out of your own way. Hey, may your day be blessed. Enjoy your day.